We all know why I'm here. You know, I didn't have a podcast scheduled until Tuesday. And even then, I was like, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I was still looking for content to talk about. Well, thank God for Teddy Riley. Because he gave us all something to talk about. Listen, I have not participated in any of the versus battles since quarantine. Not that I didn't want to. It was like either I forgot or it was too late and I worked all day and I was sleepy. But I was like, I am going to make, because I love Teddy Riley makes me dance. Anything that he puts his thought process and engineering skills to, he knows how to get me moving, right? And then Babyface, on the other hand, has that whole, love ballad, make you feel like a sexy woman type thing. So I really like Babyface, but I was we were all rooting for you, Teddy. Well, I was. Even though I know Babyface has more Grammys and more hits and stuff like that. But as far as like, if I'm in the car, I'm not fixing to put on Babyface, all right? So for me, Babyface has special occasions or certain times when I put him on. But like I said, I like all kinds of music. It just depends on the mood I am. And 9 times out of 10, I'm in a Teddy Riley mood. Like, I just want to dance. That's all I want to do. Because after a hard day of work, after a hard day of dealing with Madison, the last thing I want to do is be sitting up here thinking about love. Okay? I want to dance and dance my worries away. So everybody was saying Teddy was the underdog anyways. And he ended up showing that to be true. So for those of you who missed this debacle last night, Swiss Beats and Timberland have been doing this thing called Versus, where 2 people who have some hits in the music industry, get on Instagram Live or IG Live, and one person, most of the time they're in the studio, one person plays their hit and then the next person plays their hit, and then they go back and forth. I like it because of the nostalgia, because there are a lot of songs that sometimes we tend to forget about, and they'll play it and you're like, oh man, yeah. Or you didn't even know that they had a hand in, like you didn't know that they were the producer or writer or whatever on that song. So it's very informative too if you like music like me. So I can't think of T-Pain, and who did T-Pain go up against? I don't remember, but T-Pain has participated. And so all of them usually just sit in their studio. If it's somebody else in there, it's probably like 1 or 2 other people, but most of the time it's just that person and their camera. And so they're using their phone camera because, you have to go IG Live on some type of mobile device. You can do the whole production setup, and we'll get to that in a minute, but most of them are just on their camera and they hit play and we groove and we dance, and then they stop it and then let the next person go, and then they ping pong back and forth. So everybody and their mama was ready for Teddy and Babyface. One, because they are music legends. Like, they have had their hand in so many different songs from the 80s up until now. And so we were ready, not just for the battle, but just to hear the music. People were talking about getting all dressed up, getting all sexy, getting a glass of wine, going on date night with a boo. We was ready. Teddy thought he was ready too, y'all. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. So I go to Versus at like 8:59, not knowing where it was going to be. So I keep reloading verses and it's not up there. So I get in the comments and somebody was like, it's not clear on where it's going to be. And Swiss Beat said it's going to be on Teddy's Instagram. So I leave verses and this is like 9 o'clock and I go to Teddy. And so I'm refreshing Teddy's Instagram and it's like 9:02, 9:03, maybe even 9:05 before he even comes on. So then I get excited because he has a whole production thing going on. He's got the camera in front of him. He's got his keyboard. He's got his mic. He's got a DJ in the back. He's got a hype man to his left, like just ready. And I'm like, oh, this is about to go down. Like, let me finish folding these clothes because I was folding clothes so I can get in the middle of this dance floor and cut a rug because Teddy is about to be blasting. Let me turn on my Echo Dot, my speaker, and I don't care what my neighbors say. It's about to be a party because Teddy got the whole production. So then the first hiccup of the night was sorry, I'm distracted. There was someone on my pillow. The first hiccup of the night was trying to get Babyface to join his live. I don't know what the age range of the people on Teddy's team is, but I don't think that there were any millennials or Gen Zs in his life. Melissa Frederick said on her Instagram, or at Twitter, who are the millennials and Gen Zs in his life and why are they not there to help him? You got a house full of people and none of them are under the age of 35, 40. Where they at? So they couldn't figure out how to get Babyface to join, and Babyface kept requesting, but it wasn't working. And then another problem that kind of made me mad was that other people were requesting. Well, you know that it's them too, so why are you requesting to be on his live? So that probably confused the senior citizens that were over there too. Finally, Babyface gets on. Now, to Teddy's credit, prior to Babyface getting on, there was no echo because I was there. I was in the waiting room like, we gonna start this show? So I will give them that credit. However, we don't know exactly what contributed as far as being on Teddy's side that when Babyface joined, that echo started. I think it was just, as we get into it, and like Swiss Beat said, it was just too much going on, right? So the thing was, Teddy Riley was supposed to be doing a stream to his website or service. He has some type of new website service type thing. So he was supposed to be streaming to that at the same time he was streaming to Instagram Live. And the reason that this didn't almost happen in the first place was because of that website of his, okay? So he wanted to charge us $10 a piece to log on to his platform on his website to watch this show. So it originally got canceled or postponed because of that. Because $10, ain't nobody else charged $10. You doing the most. See, we should have known from then he was doing the most. Anywho. So then he was trying to do all that. And it was just like, he was being a diva, y'all. Like, just get, and everybody in the comments kept saying, just get your phone. Anyways, they start talking back and forth. And the whole time Teddy is talking to Baby, Baby's talking to Teddy, there's an echo from Teddy's voice. It's an echo. So everybody in the comments is like, echo, 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 echo. Echo, 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 echo. Like everybody was telling them, sorry, I had a message pop up. Everybody was telling them that there was an echo. I don't know if Teddy doesn't have a social media manager or he didn't have one of the 5011 because he literally had probably like at least 10, 12 people in his house while we're supposed to be social distancing. Anywho, I don't know if somebody wasn't monitoring the comments, like, as they fed through, but, like, when you do something like that, you need to, if it's too many people for one person to monitor, you need to get 2 people on it, especially something that big. I'm just a little hometown country girl. I can monitor my comments and work and talk to you guys at the same time. But Teddy was trying to play his music, put his sound out there, and had nobody within him in the camp at his house monitoring the comments so they could get a live or quicker or more immediate response to issues, right? So everybody in the comment is saying, Teddy, there's echo, Teddy, there's echo. And nobody sees it that's there that can let him know until it's too late. So he continues to play, and you cannot, if you know his music, you can kind of hear what it was, but it was like, it wasn't enjoyable. So we was just all sitting there like this while he was playing. While he was playing his music, and then Babyface got on there, and it was just as clear. And he came out with "I Only Think of You" on 2 occasions. That was his introductory song. So they go back and forth. I think they do like 2 or 3 songs apiece, and there's still an echo. So there is a point where somebody on his team finally realizes that we're saying it's an echo, and so they stop and try and fix the sound, right? And so it sounds like they've gotten it fixed because Teddy was using the mic. So they cut out the mic. Maybe it was the mic. But then as soon as he cut out that mic, he wanted to switch to another mic. And he thought that because he wasn't using the mic that we couldn't hear him. No, we hear you fine. We hear you fine. You just can't hear us. So who on your sound team hooked it up to where with the mic, we can hear you, but you can't hear us? I'm confused. Okay. Anywho. We think it's fixed. They start again. And at first, it's like I said, it sounds good. It sounds like, and then I don't know if it was when they hooked up the other mic or what happened, but the echo came back. And when I tell you Black Twitter, Instagram, we was over it at this point. And it's probably not. So it started at 9. It was like close to 10 at this point. And all we really been doing is a sound check. Basically, that's basically all it boils down to. Child, his production person was like, okay, well, we're going to have to, I don't know who the guy was, right? But he was like, we're going to have to take a break, come back at 10:30. And you immediately see I don't want to say disgust, but the frustration on Babyface's face. And then he's grazing past his mic to turn around. I don't know if he's going to walk out the room and make a phone call. But as he's grazing past his mic to turn around and get up, you hear him say, I don't think we should do this. And child, at that point, we knew it was over. We knew that Mr. LaFace, or Babyface himself, LaFace is him and LA together. But we knew Mr. Edmonds, at that point in time, sorry, I was trying to cross my tall legs under this desk. Anyways, we knew at that point in time Babyface was over it and that the concert was over. Teddy would have came back by himself if he came back. So I was like, if he gets his stuff together, I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt and just come back for a Teddy concert. I would love. And then that's another thing I was thinking, just let Babyface play his music. Just let him play his music. And it's not a battle anymore, right? It's just a listening party at this point. But we came for something, so give us something. Forget, it's Teddy's fault he's doing all that extra. So what happens when you're doing too much? You just don't participate. Because I don't think the energy from the audience, from the fans, is going to be the same when they return. I think we're over it. And let me tell you, if you have not had a chance yet, honey, if you haven't had a chance yet to scroll Twitter, Instagram under the tags Teddy Riley, you were missing out on a comedic treat, honey. Because I have been up. I didn't even take a nap yesterday. But I was up till 2 a.m. laughing at Twitter and Instagram. Yep. It went off at the whole debacle. Went off IG Live at 10. And child, I was up till 2 laughing. So what did y'all think? Do you think when they come back, it's going to be the same hype and the same energy around it? Do you think the fans are still going to be as excited? I don't. I think it was a... And then another thing I want to know is, and I'm looking at my time because Instagram is not going to let me upload this because I'm going over 15 minutes and I don't want to have to edit. But, who told Teddy he could do all that? Now, granted, he probably hadn't seen the other verses because poor baby looked like he didn't know how to use Instagram Live. And the way... Because at first I thought maybe he had somebody that manages his social media because clearly at the beginning they didn't know what they were doing. But then when I was looking, I guess he was trying to be like, you gotta laugh to keep from crying. So he was like resharing on his Instagram story some of the jokes and stuff that people had made. And I was like, well, is it him though? Like, is it him or does he have somebody that manages his social media? And they're just trying to... But I don't understand the production of it all. Like, who said everybody else has just been using their phone and studio equipment, like just the soundboard or the CD player or the, it's not CD player, well, we ain't in the 90s no more, but computer or whatever. And he's like, no, man, no. Go big or go home. We gonna put on a show. Like, it was like his comeback concert. And I'm like, Teddy, that's not what this is. Like, if you want to do all that, go do that on your website by yourself. This is your phone versus Babyface phone. With your songs versus Babyface's songs. Like, you doing... Listen. Get somebody on your team to tell you when you're doing too much. Get somebody. If you don't take nothing else from this lesson, everybody's saying less is more. That is true. But none of that matters if you don't know what's more and what's less. Teddy probably didn't think he was doing the most. He thought he was, just being him probably. That's why you need to get you somebody on your team to tell you when you doing too much. You do what you want when you popping, but I think you're doing too much. Because guess what? All them people in that room who hyped him up to do that and then couldn't get the stuff right while it was going on, out the door. Because none of them spoke up to tell him in from the jump, bro, this is too much. It might not work. It's just Instagram Live. This ain't the BET channel station. We ain't on syndicated TV now, sir. Because that person would not have been in the room last night. Like, man, y'all go ahead and have all that. I'll be on my couch. Get you somebody like that. Tell you when you're doing too much. Because you might not know. You might think that this is nice. Trust me, I got friends who think that they're doing something classy and elegant and it's just as ghetto and ratchet as it want to be. You got to get you somebody who knows, who can tell you, ma'am, sir, you are doing the absolute most. It don't take all that. It don't take all that. It don't take all that. And I mean, when I say excited, because the whole time they've been doing these verses, I'm like, it's just not the same if we don't get to see him in person. But then I was like, Jasmine, suck it up. This is what we got right now. You can't go to no concert if you wanted to. I was so excited. So disappointed. they kept during the whole situation. Babyface, it's on your end. Can you turn your mic down? Turn your phone down. Turn your speakers down. And Babyface was like, man, I just got over COVID-19. Ain't nobody over here but me and my Lord, Jesus Christ. Social distancing and all. Like, you supposed to be. No, that's not what he said. He did say social distancing and all, you know. But, you got on it. Now, next week, when y'all want to come back and do a reboot, you want to do it again, you're going to be sick. Got all these people and all this equipment and up in your house, don't know what's got what on it. Jesus. In the midst of it, we were mad. I mean, Instagram was not happy, okay? We were angry, like, and especially, I think what made it worse was the fact that nobody from Teddy's side, you got all that stuff going on, but you don't have nobody to watch these comments, and we're telling you the sound is off, but you have all them people over there and can't nobody monitor the comments. Sir, I could see if it was switched and Babyface was having issues and he wasn't reading our comments because it was just him, right? I could be more understanding, but you got all these people over here at your house and nobody thought it would be a good idea to monitor the comments? So we were mad. But now we can laugh about it because it's like, I posted on my Instagram or Twitter. Babyface gets his tax refund and invests in a rental property in the stock market. Teddy Riley gets his and buys a Fendi jacket and a Gucci belt. Some prude in the comments was like, Babyface makes too much money. He don't get a refund check. He probably got to pay. Oh, okay. It's always somebody. We know that. That was not the point. The point was one is classy and one is ratchet. Ma'am? Woo, child. Woo. Po Teddy. Oh, Po Teddy. I don't think he's ever going to, let me say this, I said it in the beginning, Teddy has hits. What he did last night does not take away from his hits. I think Charlamagne the God said something along those lines. What he did last night does not take away from those hits. But as a performer, I don't think he's going to be really credible when it comes to internet performances anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill has hits. Her not showing up to concerts don't take away from them hits. But as a performer, ticket sales ain't going to be right. Child, I guess. It was so much going on with that situation last night. I mean, and did he tell Swizz and Timberland he was going to be doing all that? It's like, man, I'm going to put on a whole production. I'm going to have the studio. I'm going to have my living room. It looked like it was not, it didn't look like his living room. It looked like a little kitchenette area in his house. You know, you have like some small certain areas in your house that aren't like big enough for a living room, big enough for a dining room, but like you can put like a little table or something over there. So it looked like that was the area he was in because I think it was his son or somebody ended up posting the behind the scenes so you could see all the extra that he was doing. But like, I'm gonna be beside the stairs, so we're gonna have my hype man. Like, he didn't tell Swizz. Did Swizz and Timberland know? And for all of them professionals who have dealt with sound and that type of equipment and putting on a show with that type of equipment, Nobody said, let's do a test run. Like, let's get on, what was last night? Saturday. Let's get on Friday night live. Let's play some of the songs we're not going to play Saturday night and just kind of see how this goes. We'll get on. We don't got to be with Babyface. It could be with just anybody. And they'll play a song from their end and you'll play a song from your end. And let's see how this goes. Nobody thought to do that with all the equipment you were going to use. And so the funny thing about it was, when I got ready to record this video, I had got out my camera. I got out my microphone and my tripod. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to take a page out of Babyface's book and I'm going to just go with the phone. This has been another episode of Internally Woke. The Internally Woke lesson of this podcast is get you a friend that tells you when you're doing the most. And in Teddy Riley's case, get your 3, 4, 5 friends that tells you when you're doing the most and are there to correct you in the midst of you doing the most. It's been another episode of Internally Woke. If you have not done so, please check out the memes and the tweets that are hashtag with Teddy Riley's name. Have a blessed week. Stay sane. Stay safe.